moment of the court. The crocodile mating process begins with courtship, in which the male tries to attract the female's attention through vocalizations and body movements. Crocodile vocalizations include low, rumbling sounds that can be heard over long distances. In addition, the male may inflate his throat and wave his tail to get the female's attention. Once the female has been attracted, the male begins to show off his strength and skill, performing vigorous swimming strokes and displaying his sharp claws and teeth. If the female is interested, she may respond with soft, submissive vocalizations, as well as a relaxed body posture. The moment of copulation. Once courtship has been successful, copulation takes place in the water. The male positions himself over the female, holding her firmly with his paws and biting her on the neck or the back of the head. Copulation can last for several hours and, in some cases, can be stopped and restarted several times. Males are known to be very aggressive during mating, often causing severe injuries to the female. This can be attributed to the fact that male crocodiles are larger and stronger than females, and need to use their strength to keep the female submissive during copulation. Egg laying. After the female is fertilized, she moves away from the male to look for a suitable place to lay her eggs. She can travel great distances in search of a safe place where water is available to keep the eggs moist and cool. Once a suitable location has been found, the female builds a nest of dirt and leaves, where she lays her eggs. She carefully arranges the eggs in the nest, covering them with more soil and leaves to protect them from predators. The time of incubation. Crocodile eggs are incubated by the female, who regulates the temperature of the nest by digging holes in the ground or adding more material to raise the temperature or cool it. Nest temperature influences the sex of the chicks. Higher temperatures produce more males, while lower temperatures produce more females. After about 2 months of incubation, the eggs hatch and the young emerge from the nest. Cubs are vulnerable and dependent on their mother for protection and food, although they can move and swim on their own from birth. In the video, we will explain the whole process of mating these beautiful felines. Let's go! The mating season for tigers varies depending on the region they live in. In general, the mating season for tigers occurs during winter and spring, when conditions are most favorable for reproduction. During this period, males begin to seek out females to mate with. Male tigers have a larger territory than females and often travel in search of mates. When a male finds a female, he will make sounds and send signals to show that he is interested. If the female is receptive, she will respond with similar signals. Mating tigers can last from 3 to 5 days. Tiger mating can be quite violent, with males biting the back of the female's neck and holding her tightly during the act. This behavior is common in many cat species and is a way to ensure that the female does not run away or attack the male during mating. After mating, the male usually abandons the female and she is left alone to care for the young. Female tigers are responsible for taking care of the cubs alone, from birth until they are independent. During this period, the mother teaches her young to hunt and defend themselves, preparing them for adulthood. Tiger mating is critical to the survival of the species, as it helps maintain genetic diversity and increase the tiger population. Sadly, hunting and destruction of tigers' natural habitats is threatening the species. Currently, there are only around 4,000 tigers left in the wild, making them an endangered species. Conservation of tigers and their habitat is essential to ensure the survival of the species. Tigers are carnivorous animals, and when they are hungry or feel threatened, they can attack humans. Tigers are responsible for many attacks on humans every year, especially in areas where people live close to the tiger's natural habitat areas. Although they are very beautiful felines, you must be very careful. Cheetahs are solitary animals, except during the mating season. During this time, males become more social and actively seek out females to mate with. This behavior is most common in spring and summer when females are in heat. The female's heat lasts about 5 days, during which they emit a characteristic odor that attracts males. The males, in turn, patrol the breeding areas in search of females in heat. When a male finds a female in heat, he will make a calling sound to attract her attention. Male cheetahs generally do not have fixed territories, but during the mating period, they mark a temporary territory with urine and feces. This territory serves as a meeting place for the female and male, where they spend several days together mating and hunting. During mating, the male follows the female closely, displaying courtship behaviors such as licking and sniffing the female. If the female is receptive, she will allow the male to mount her. Mating itself is quick, lasting just a few seconds. Well, some women also complain that some men also only last a few seconds. After mating, the male may remain with the female for several days, protecting her from other males and helping her hunt. The gestation of females lasts about 90 to 95 days, after which she will give birth to a litter of 2 to 5 young. Cheetahs are polygamous animals, meaning that one male can mate with multiple females during the mating season. However, once a female has chosen a male to mate with, she usually remains faithful to him throughout the mating period. In summary, cheetah mating is a complex behavior that involves active search for a mate during the female's estrus period, display of courtship behaviors, temporary territory marking, rapid mating, and protection and mutual aid between male and female. Female after mating. In today's video, we're going to learn more about the incredible birth of black jaguars. Without further ado, continue with the video. Black jaguars are an unusual variation of the jaguar, with a dark coat marked by spots that are difficult to distinguish from the background. This rare and intriguing coloration has fascinated people for centuries, and is still a mystery in many ways. It is believed that jaguars are born from a recessive gene that is randomly transmitted by parents. This means that both parents must have the recessive gene to produce offspring with a black coat. This is a pretty rare condition, which is why jaguars are so unusual. However, this is not the only theory about the birth of black jaguars. Some researchers believe that the dark coat may be an adaptation to life in dense, dark forests, where light is scarce and camouflage is vital for survival. In this environment, the black coat can help the jaguar blend in with the darkness and become harder to spot. Whichever theory you prefer, the fact is that jaguars are incredibly fascinating. They have a unique mystery and beauty that attracts people's attention and curiosity. Some even regard them as symbols of power and mystery, and revere them as sacred animals. But unfortunately, black jaguars are also endangered animals. As a result of poaching, habitat loss and conflict with humans, their population has declined dramatically in recent decades. It is important to remember that all jaguars, regardless of their color, are magnificent creatures that deserve respect and protection. The preservation of its natural habitat is essential to ensure its survival, as well as the survival of other species of local fauna and flora. Watch now the deadly attack of a black mamba on a lioness.